First to the fresh crisis facing the Gillard government tonight.
The government's asylum seeker swap with Malaysia has imploded.
Sunk by the High Court.
One backbencher called the decision catastrophic.
Congratulations to the High Court for standing up for humanitarian principles and ruling that it was not appropriate to send unaccompanied children to Malaysia.
Nobody expected the High Court to do this. This was not our legal advice.
The High Court's decision basically turns on its head the understanding of the law in this country.
Blame's being sprayed in all directions. The judges, the Solicitor General.
If the Prime Minister's looking for someone to blame over her failed Malaysian solution, she should be looking in the mirror, not at Justice French or not at anyone else.
I believe that it represents a missed opportunity.
The High Court's decision will send a signal that may see a flood of boats.
It won't be members of the High Court that take the phone call that Chris Bowen had to take after a boat crashed into the rocks at Christmas Island.
But as in sport, bagging the ref might make you feel better, but it doesn't change anything.
This decision has potential ramifications not only for our arrangement with Malaysia, but for offshore processing more generally.
Even in locations where offshore processing has been conducted in the past.
Within this particular region, probably only New Zealand clearly would meet all of the criteria that the court has identified.
They have nowhere to turn and no one to blame other than themselves.
There is absolutely nothing in yesterday's judgment that would call into question the suitability of Nauru.
How embarrassing would that be? That would be an enormous climb down, a massive slap in the face.
Yes, it would be a humiliating back down.
I'm not ruling anything in or out in terms of our response.
Well, they tried Timor, that was the first option.
And that failed.
And then Malaysia.
And that's failed.
And Mr. Speaker, it should be forever remembered that the Labor Party in Australia was the party that wanted to send young children by themselves to Malaysia.
Move away from those policies. They're expensive, they're harmful, and they're illegal.
Human beings are not football cards. You don't swap them.
The government is left looking silly.
You know, the government has just completely bungled this, unbelievably.
This is typical of a government which just can't get anything right.
Whether it be pink bat school halls, live cattle exports.
Couldn't do a deal to sell heaters to Eskimos.
It's just another debacle.
Yet another incompetent minister as part of an incompetent cabinet run by an incompetent Prime Minister.
The easy option would be to resign. The only thing that would happen if I resigned would be my quality of life might go up.
Do you want to say something, mate?
We have a government which is clearly in control and governing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Has anyone approached you about stepping down?
No.
I think this is a government which this morning is almost dying of shame at its own incompetence.
Right.
Got to press this little button here.
This is not a government. This is some perverse form of romper room running the country.
Let's make no bones about it.
The government simply doesn't look like a joke. It is one.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thanks, Mum. Thank you. Thank you.